Hello, everyone.
Sup, bitch?
Damn, Gain, that's just how you start this time, isn't it? Welcome to Fiaura, and welcome to the M2 Bradley.
Look at those massive cheeks on that thing. Look at them.
That's actually just giant ERA plates stacked across the sides.
They look like cheeks. I'm going to call them cheeks.
Are you suggesting it has a big ass?
No, I'm saying it has a big face.
Ew.
Also, is that a rocket thing?
Those are two missiles.
This is suddenly 20% cooler. This tank.
I am going to go on a rampage here. Now, the two flaws with the Bradley. One, you ain't got a lot of armor. You got enough armor to stop autocannons.
Was somebody complaining about you recording?
Yes.
Ugh.
Anyway, you have enough armor to stop autocannons, but that's it. And you don't quite have enough speed to just flat out outrun stuff.
It's very hard to outrun bullets.
Yeah, it's also very hard for this tank to outrun enemy turrets. So you have to pick your battles wisely. Such as the fact that I am literally pummeling this poor expeditionary tank with everything I have.
I remember you saying something earlier about how that thing's just basically a gun on top and a box.
It is. It's a gun in a box with no armor, but you know what? It's a good gun in a box with no armor.
I mean, unlike Hans from the World of Tanks videos, which is a gun in a box. That's a gun and a box.
True. Oh, that poor guy paid for his sitting still, but I paid for mine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you kind of took a slap there.
Took a
Right
couple
to the
slaps.
face.
Took a couple slaps to add up to 500 points of damage there. That kind of hurt.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, a heat shell came out of that expeditionary tank and just hit me all by itself.
I mean, it would be kind of within expeditionary tanks' rights to do that to you.
Yeah, but I would have expected the ERA to block it.
Well, what, in the front, isn't it?
The front, that giant plate on front is a bunch of ERA plates stacked together.
Oh. I didn't see the front.
Oh, this poor guy. This poor guy.
He's sitting in the middle of the field.
He's in an MBT in the middle of an open field, getting pummeled by an autocannon that just tracked him. And now I'm reloading, but I think he gets finished off by the Sherry.
Sheridan went, nah, man. You thought you could survive?
Hey, expeditionary tank, there's my payback.
Probably. Someone's Jimmy's Little Russell? Sounds like we've got a Sips fan.
Well, I mean, he was there. So, target of opportunity. Of course I'm going to take a shot. Now, I see that I am spotted, so I dive off and get stuck.
Good
The
work.
Bradley is not the most maneuverable AFV. It is also not the fastest accelerating, and it's something that takes a lot of adjusting. But oh my god, that cannon!
That cannon, though,
50 points of damage a shot.
he's kind of just pulled the trigger.
I mean, it just hurts. And when you load the HEI rounds against completely unarmored targets like enemy AFVs, ooh, it's a lot of pain to watch go out. Not gonna ram the rear of a Leopard A5.
Artillery spotting? Somebody's spotting.
I don't know, but I'm hammering the artillery for whatever that was. 200? Yeah.
So
Now,
4
who's
rounds.
ready to see the Bradley go toe-to-toe with something?
I'm ready to see you die. I mean,
I am about to go total roar on a 4 Leopard right here. He hits me. It hurts. I'm not swinging it right now. I'm focusing on driving.
yes, you do that sometimes, don't you?
And ram!
This is not the Ramk-99.
But the Bradley is pretty damn heavy for an AFV.
Makes sense. I mean, you do have all that armor stacked on it. You got rockets.
So I've got 62 hit points left, by the way.
And you know what she does about it? Attack, 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 attack.
Daka, 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 daka. Needs more daka. Now this enemy, this poor guy, he thinks he's gonna chase me down.
Did it work?
What do you
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I'm leading you into my friends. I have those. You seem to be running out of them.
Her kill score is 4 to 9.
That's not. It doesn't keep up with kills. It keeps up with people alive.
Yeah, I mean the team score. Sorry, it's alive. So it's actually. Oh, that's 9. Sorry, 8. 8 to.
Now it's 13 to 6.
13.
They're down to 2. We have 9 left. We've lost 6. We've killed 13. Geen, it's okay if you can't math.
No, I was pretty sure that the team started at 13.
That starts at 15.
Okay.
Just like World of Tanks.
Alright. I must have misread it
Hello,
earlier.
guy who tried to chase me down. Who, dang, if that one round hadn't bounced, I'd had a 4th kill.
Anyway, lots of fun with that.
I have not had the most fun with the Bradley. As I said, it does have the defect of not enough armor for the speed that you get. But as a support tank, or just a fire suppressant tank, i.e. you don't want to be shot for 50 points of damage every 10th of a second by a freaking autocannon.
If you call out to one,
it works.
that all of that can hear you.
You can keep people's heads down just by spraying bridges with autocannon fire.
It's feeding on her soul.
It's American!
Insidious goes back to the beginning.
Wow. Wow. To all of my Marine friends out there, I do not agree or represent you. So, this is on a bonus weekend from EA5. Actually, this is on a bonus weekend from like the last days of EA5, the last days before they did some final modifications and released us into the Head Start. This is not a bad game. I mean, it took some doing to learn how to play this one, because compared to the other AFVs in the line, who were all fast, this one isn't quite as fast, and it does have a little more armor. So we're going to go take a look at it in PvE mode. Hopefully this turns out to not be a bad decision.
It was an incredibly bad decision, wasn't it? So the people who are going...
Well, you did lead us right in. So guys, we are in PvE mode. This is a new mission, Rolling Thunder. It is a mobile defense mission through a urban city fight.
Operation Rolling Thunder was something else.
It was, but apparently this is another Rolling Thunder.
Okay.
Apparently the Bradley is supposed to excel at city fighting. I don't see it.
I mean, I guess if you're fighting against... If you're like supporting the main battle tank or something like that, maybe. But...
Or if you have to fight infantry.
Yeah. No, like,
Now I shoot that thing a few times thinking we're supposed to destroy them, then I look up and go, oh, capture! I'm just gonna drive over here, like a good AFB, and I'm loading my tow missiles. Because I haven't tested these out yet. This is literally the first time I have ever fired these tow missiles.
is it going to be mistletoe?
And while they are effective, I can officially say they do not pack the amount of firepower I would love them to have pack.
It sounds like most of your assessment of this tank overall.
The autocannon's amazing. The missiles on it are blah. As you guys just saw, I fired 2 missiles into an enemy AFV and it's still alive. It only has 900 hit points, by the way. An enemy Bradley, no less. And those weren't over penetrations, those weren't partial pens, those were full pens. I highly recommend strictly relying on your autocannon in this vehicle and only using the missiles in times of desperation. I.e., you're reloading your cannon and you need something right now.
Well,
Oh god.
oh hello. And I guess this is an advantage here for getting to fire a lot of shots very quickly. But that's if you knew that they were there, you might have been able to kind of
Now
pull the
you
trigger
noticed that I
faster.
got shot like 5 times.
Yes,
Look how much damage it actually did.
not a whole lot. That did more damage.
Oh yeah.
Your ram did more damage.
This thing rams like that was a 500-point ram. This thing rams like a champ.
And it was a 300-point damage to you, I think.
No, it was 200.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought you were...
Think of this like a think of this like an E50. It really is. It's heavy. It's really heavy. I've been surprised several times that I've rammed main battle tanks in the sides and rear and come out the winner. Like the Leopard 1A5 is a 45-ton tank. This thing rammed it and killed it without dying. That was on the match we just saw.
Yeah.
But also the ERA plates, if you notice, are rather durable. I've been shot, I would say, 6 times with high explosive rounds. And those front ERA plates are still there.
Were you trying to prevent them from spawning right there?
We're just making sure that there wasn't going to be anything else spawn. The biggest change to PvE between the last early access and the current open beta is that once you've killed all the enemies that are going to spawn, you immediately progress to the next part. Or if you kill the last enemy on the map, it ends the mission automatically because there's no sense in just us sitting there with nothing to do.
Obviously, you're supposed to, start shooting each other. Use up all your ammunition.
I don't agree with your assessment of the OF-40. I have found it to still be quite mobile. Hello, BMP! How are you today?
Apparently not dead. Very well.
Hello, Terminator! I do not want to... Oh, wait a minute. I have enough armor to stop your autocannon rounds.
Ouch. That did not look good for the Terminator.
I think he got terminated. I'll be back. God, our puns are terrible. And we make no apologies for them.
Kidding? These puns are halfway decent. I've had much worse puns.
Identify target.
If you had to judge our puns, I think I would call them horrific.
I think they're a little bit punny.
Ow! That was a heat round. And it hit the one spot on the front of the Bradley that did not have ERA. Now that actually hit the ERA with high explosive. You notice the difference between when they hit an ERA plate and when they don't?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt quite as much, and you don't make as much noise.
There is a spot on the front of the turret, just below the gun mantle, that actually completely lacks
Hello, Terminator.
ERA. Yes, it's back.
Why did it turn its side plate?
Because its ERA on the side is much stronger than the ERA on the front, and it just blew my front ERA plate, which was why it's hurting me now.
That would be a good reason. I was gonna say, like, most of the time you don't want to expose your sides, but
The Terminator, just like the Ramk-99, the side armor is actually stronger than the front. It's surprisingly stronger. I'm just gonna come in here and pew pew this guy. You guys can finish off what's left.
no penetration on that last. Oh, hello.
Oh god, now the Belgillette Panzer is still a nightmare. But here's the advantage to the Bradley against the Belgillette. You can side scrape it. Because of all of those ERA, yeah, pew pew pew. I can pew 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 through him, and because of all those ERA plates stacked all over it, the Belgillette Panzer only fires heat and high explosive.
Well, seems like you're a bit of a Panzer hunter.
At least that one. Now, I personally also saw some vehicles today the devs were playing. I killed 3 of the devs today, by the way. They are not happy with me.
Well, one of them was, North American sales guy. But
Yeah, one of them was, I did kill Josh Morris today in my expeditionary tank. Against a tank they haven't let us have yet. It's a German tank destroyer, and it's the first turretless tank I've seen. There were actually 2 turretless tank sets in that match, and a new light tank.
And so you had to tell them that wasn't very nice of you to bring something I can't have.
Pretty much. I wish that I had been recording at the time. I'm gonna have to start recording everything I do in Armored Warfare, and then decide if I'm gonna keep anything.
Yeah. That is, to be fair, that is one thing that World of Tanks does halfway decent. The fact that they let you have every replay. But at the same time, it's World of Tanks, and you don't necessarily want every replay.
Okay, so that Stingray just about crippled me.
Yeah, no, I can see the big red spot on top of it. Oh my gosh, 16 health. Well, good luck.
I should be remembering to use my my field maintenance kit.
You didn't do it.
Still haven't done it. I'm sitting on 16 health.
Well, I mean, you're human, so...
But like I said, the Bradley, the main armor doesn't stop main guns. It stops autocannons. It won't, but it will not stand up to a main gun at all. As you guys just saw, I took a 400-something point hit from a Stingray Sabo round.
Yeah,
And the Bradley is thick enough because of the ERA plates that people don't overpenetrate.
Unfortunate.
It is most unfortunate.
Oh,
He changed his aggro. I got lucky.
yeah, seriously.
I have dealt a metric frac ton of damage.
Was this the huge one? Oh gosh, defend next zone, defend next zone. Fiaura was telling me about a rather fun match she had. So is this that rather fun match?
Which one?
The one that you had all of the damage for?
I think I have a lot of the damage the team has done. Not to mention the fact of what actually ends up killing me in the end. Foreshadowing spoiler, I'm going to die! Although that should have been apparent since I only have 16 hit points. And I'm in an AFV in a city
32.
fight.
Last match you did not have that much either. But you still survived.
I do also remember that somebody used I do believe it was Geogen, used a match in a T-54 lightweight.
Well, why else would you be taking all the hits?
I'm dealing all the damage.
Exactly.
But anyway, Geogen, we advertised each other's channel with a collab replay swap. And I sent him a replay that I apparently forgot about. Where I had a T-54 lightweight that was down to 4 HP at the start of the match. And then proceeded to get a Walter Bradley's.
Wait, at the beginning of the match?
Within the first 2 minutes, I had 4 hit points.
Okay. I was gonna say, like...
People were probably enraged at all the killing I was doing with 4 HP. If you don't finish me off, I will make you regret it!
Yeah, seriously. One of Fiora's things that she lets me know about a lot is... make your gun, put your gun in the fight, take their guns out. Doesn't matter if you hit a whole bunch of people. Take out the guns.
Although there is also still the principle, and in Armored Warfare this principle applies even more so, because you get rewarded for your damage a lot more than you do actual kills. Kills are a multiplier, they're not a straight up reward. But make people pay for poking. Now in the meantime, I'm going to Kemp Bush.
Camp Bush?
Kemp Bush.
Go to Camp Bush.
This is my bush, there are many like it, but this one is mine.
Indeed. I'm going to Camp Bush.
This is my bush. I feel really safe and secure in this.
No.
I cannot wait till they make this springtime version of Cold Strike available, because as you can see out here in the grayed out area we can't go into, the 0 through 5 line, there's an entire suburb out there
Sounds like fun.
that is not out there in the normal Cold Strike.
That sounds like fun.
It is. I imagine it'll be a lot of fun. Although Obsidian, I still want to fight in the castle. I've said this quite a few times. I want to fight in the castle.
Storming the castle.
I told you, this is my bush. You cannot see me.
It's a lot of foliage between you and them.
Yes, it is.
Why are you leaving the bush?
Because I'm kill hungry. And I still have forgotten to use my field maintenance kit. And oh god, I almost died.
Hello.
I'm not dead yet! No, I can't speak for that any longer! I should have used my field maintenance kit.
You really should. Wait, did somebody else kill you? No.
No. One of the two guys around the corner on the right finally got me. They ended my autocannon rampaging days.
Rampage.
I think I was actually saving my field maintenance kit for when I got really low on autocannon rounds and forgot that it also healed health.
Oh, well.
I made a
GG.
whoops.
GG.
Though I will be showing people because apparently there's some word out that I suck at this game.
Oh. Who said this?
I'm not sure, but somebody mentioned it to me that they'd heard a bunch of people tell me I suck at this game. So, at the end of this video, I'm going to be showing my current dossier, which I haven't had a lot of battles yet in PvP or PvE. I haven't had time, guys. I have graduate studies, I have all this other stuff going on, I have to record these videos for you guys, and when these videos are compiling, I can't play.
Yeah. You can't do a whole lot of anything while compiling.
Sadly, however, this lone T-72 is not going to stand.
No. No.
He's making a valiant effort.
He's slapping, but he keeps getting slapped harder.
It's more the fact he's surrounded. Though, I think these are the last enemies that spawn, but it's not going to matter because an HE round is all that they needed.
Yep. Alright, well, that was unfortunate.
And the game, realizing that the other person is disconnected, ends the match automatically as the entire city explodes.
That was unfortunate.
Very much so. Sad. We has a sad.
Yeah. Could be worse, but yeah.
I was also hoping to show off a new camera next week, but apparently it's not going to be here till sometime between the 23rd and November.
Good gracious.
Yeah.
That is sad. I would like to have seen it.
Don't worry. I hope we have the new camera before NicoCon, or I will go check one out from the library.
26th of November is a little bit behind.
23rd of October.
Oh.
Or all the way to November. But yes, I have all of the damage.
Yeah, that is 9,000. Or no, that's the... Is that you? Yeah. It's the 9,000 at the top.
This thing's autocannon is just amazing.
Wow.
And it is the biggest, most amazing feature. And I did use my field maintenance kit. Apparently the recording system just didn't record me using it. But this thing's autocannon is absolutely amazing.
Huh. Well, it seems so with how much damage it was doing.
Absolutely. So, as promised, we're going to go take a look at my current stats for Armored Warfare.
Can they see this thing?
We are about to switch video feeds and actually show them.
Awesome.
Hey guys, before we get into stats or anything, I actually wanted to show you my garage and what I'd gotten so far. With barely any battles, by the way. I've already gotten to an OF40. My Sheridan is fully upgraded and I'm working on completing it. I actually just unlocked the second internal hull reinforcement today.
Yay!
And now I'm going to be grinding for the commander, because apparently they did it. They actually did it. I'm going to show you guys this. They actually made all of the commander trees completely unique.
That's pretty cool.
Now, they do have a couple of abilities here and there that they share, but for the most part, these trees are 100% unique to that commander. And this guy is interesting because he's basically about the crew. That's all he's about. He accelerates their training. If a crew member gets disabled, he automatically fixes the first crew member that's disabled. If a crew member gets disabled, if one of your crew members gets disabled, he's all about the crew. I mean, it's really interesting because that's the guy we got for buying the package, the Founders Packs.
Oh.
And this are participating in the alpha. This is the guy that you have to pay 100,000 credits for, and he's pretty much, I want to be in a main battle tank. Because you either get improved repair rate, well, the first ability, every time you deflect a shot. Now, I've discovered it does not count for autocannons. It only counts for main guns.
Which is unfortunate.
But it continuously stacks.
So if you keep bouncing a whole bunch of shells all at once...
It's a diminishing return. But if you just keep bouncing shell after shell over the course of 15 seconds, I got my OF40 down to firing every 1.6 seconds.
That's silly.
So yeah, I was just sitting in a PvP match in this thing, watching them just try their hardest and do absolutely nothing.
That's a very long gun.
Yes, it is. So, this is where I've gotten to so far in Armored Warfare. I've gotten to the OF-40. I've got the Sheridan that's almost finished. I love my Leopard. I'm keeping this beast.
I'm not surprised you're keeping your Leopard.
Of course. Alright, so the next thing is the base. Now, you get 100 raw materials per day, so there is an encouragement to log in every single day. Because you only get it once, and you get it once per day. And if you miss a day, well, you just miss the raw materials. But here is all of the stuff it does. The recon post is probably the most interesting to me because it actually reduces the premium time cost. And since premium time is not purchased outside of game, it's purchased in-game with gold. Everything is purchased with gold, by the way. The only thing you have to buy is gold. There's no special buying of tanks. There's none of that. There's no going out of your way to pay for stuff. And by the way, everything is reasonably priced. To illustrate this Tier 6 tank here, $3,250. Do you know what that actually costs in real-world money?
$6?
$12.50.
Oh, I was a little low.
A little low, but it's really cheap stuff. $6.50 is $3. You can get a premium tank for $3.
The Tier 2 tank, but...
Hell yes, Obsidian! It is a Tier 2 tank, but as you were saying...
It's still a premium tank.
It's still a premium tank, and it's not, how should I put this? So, they also get two different advantages. The first of which is on their ×2s, they get an extra 1.5 times credit output. Which
is nice to get some extra credit, since Obsidian is not necessarily giving a whole lot of money.
Which is also a huge motivation to buy more tanks.
Yeah.
Because then you keep getting that multiplier. And then on top of that, every single match they participate in, they get 50% more credits on top of that. And the repair and rearm rate for these tanks is dirt cheap in comparison to another Tier 6 vehicle. I.e., it costs 1,200 credits for a round for my expeditionary tank. I'm looking for words, thank you.
You're welcome.
Whereas if I went to the T-72A, I think each of these rounds runs 1,600. So the rounds on the Tier 6 tanks, or on the equal tier tanks, are actually discounted by 40% in comparison to the rounds for a standard Tier 6 tank. So they're cheaper to repair and rearm as well. So it's all going in the direction we've always wanted. But as we were discussing, apparently I'm told I suck. So I have played a total of 29 matches. I have a 66% win rate.
Better than mine.
And you can say, well, she's been carried. What?
I don't think so.
I have a 4.14 kill to death ratio. I average 2 kills a match. And I don't have the best hit rate in the world, I'll admit, but that's because I started out using the Terminator for a little while. And we all know that thing can't hit the broadside of a barn sometimes with the autocannons.
Autocannon. You.
Also, the hit rate only counts hits that actually penetrated. It doesn't count bounces. But I also have a very good... You guys can see. I know what I'm talking about when I talk about tanks.
And that's in PvP. So
this is in PvP. And this is in main battle tanks, light tanks. I've been in the Xylo a couple times. I've been in the Arty a few times. The little Abbott is awesome. And I've only been in AFVs twice. Though the AFV twice is Terminator right here. But you guys can see the full stats. I don't mind showing them. I have no issue with this. My PvE stats aren't the best, but that's also because I'm dealing with, you know, type of teams.
Other people not necessarily doing the best.
Correct. The Abbott doesn't have the best one, but it's artillery. It's also the Abbott where, you know, it's tier 3. People really don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
My Sheridan is awesome. I love this tank. My Leopard is awesome. I love this tank. And the Expeditionary tank is just abusive.
You don't say.
It's absolutely abusive. I gotta say, light tanks are my favorite class, followed by main battle tanks, and then oddly enough, artillery.
Wait, what?
I love my Abbott, and I can't wait to get my hands on an M109. I'm actually pretty close to it now. I could probably, if I sat down for a couple hours, get the M109.
I don't think you guys understand how crazy this is for me. Fiaura always hates an artillery, at least in World of Tanks.
Yes, I despise... I call artillery all sorts of horrible names in World of Tanks. Here in Armored Warfare, it's balanced. And it works. And it's not overpowered in any way, shape, or form. You are not my driver anymore. He is. At least for main battle tanks.
This man is drive main battle tank.
So anyway, guys, I think that's about everything.
Yep.
If you did enjoy today's video, please let me know by hitting the like button.
Yes, please, please click that like button.
I also appreciate the share button. That's, you know, how
Pummel that one. Pummel it so hard.
You're gonna put a bunch of sexual innuendo into this, aren't you?
In whose endo?
Oh my. If you would like to see more stuff by Fiaura, let me know in the comments section, or hit the subscribe button. My previous Armored Warfare video is right there. It's the Challenger 1, which is one everybody was waiting on and gnashing at the teeth for. And if you want to support the channel, you can do so in 3 ways. The first of which is the patronage page right there, the big banner. Click on it. Agree to donate $1 every month, and you're an awesome human being for doing so. If you don't have any money, you can click on the ad at the end of the video.
Or the beginning.
Or the beginning. Either one's fine.
Or both.
The last way you can support the channel is if you want to give a one-time donation, you can click fan funding. This is usually what happens during live streams.
Yeah.
And I do set fan funding goals during the live stream, so you may want to save it for a live stream, because if you guys make the fan funding goal, I give you guys some bonus content.
Yep.
In the meantime, I think that's everything.
Alright.
I will
Cool.
see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye.